Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of Maps&Locations.com. Today we're going to talk about the North American continent. This is North America. At first glance, the map feels straightforward. Three large countries dominate the landmass: Canada, United States, and Mexico. Large blocks of color make the continent look tidy and organized. But maps like this are doing something clever. They simplify an enormous and complex region into a few recognizable shapes. In other words, this map is a friendly introduction, not the full story. Canada, the giant to the north. The largest country on this map is Canada. It stretches across forests, tundra, mountains, and thousands of lakes. Canada is actually the second largest country in the world by land area. From this view, it appears as one large red shape, but inside that shape are provinces, territories, mountain ranges, and vast northern landscape that few people ever visit. Notice how much of Canada lies far north. That northern geography shapes everything from climate to population patterns. Most Canadians live relatively close to the southern border with the United States. Maps make Canada look evenly filled. Reality is much more concentrated. The United States, a dense middle ground. Below Canada sits the United States, shown here in yellow. Compared to Canada, the United States has a much higher population density, major cities, transportation networks, and industries spread across the country. The country also sits in a geographic sweet spot. It has access to both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, fertile plains in the center, and mountain ranges on both sides. Those natural advantages help the United States grow into one of the world's largest economies. On a simple map like this, those advantages appear quietly through geography. Mexico, the southern gateway. Further south is Mexico, colored in pink. Mexico connects North America to Central America and sits between the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. Its geography includes deserts, tropical forests, mountain ranges, and long coastlines. Mexico has been a crossroads of culture for thousands of years. Long before modern national borders existed, ancient civilizations such as Maya and Aztecs developed complex societies here. The country's position also makes it a major bridge between northern and southern parts of the continent. Greenland, a giant island. To the northeast lies Greenland. Greenland is often mistaken as part of North America politically, but geographically it is tied to the continent. It is the largest island in the world, mostly covered by ice. Because of its high latitude, much of Greenland remains sparsely populated. The harsh climate limits agriculture and large-scale settlement. Maps like this highlight Greenland's size, which surprises many people the first time they notice it. Tiny territories with big map arrows. Look closely near eastern Canada and the Atlantic Ocean. You will see Saint Pierre and Miquelon, a small group of islands belonging to France. They are tiny compared to the surrounding land, which is why the map uses an arrow to point them out. Without that arrow, they would almost be impossible to see. Nearby in the Atlantic sits Bermuda. It appears as a small red box on the map. Map makers use boxes and arrows to show locations that would otherwise disappear at that scale. Oceans that define the continent. North America is surrounded by three major oceans. To the west lies the Pacific Ocean, to the east lies the Atlantic Ocean, and to the north sits the Arctic Ocean. These oceans shaped exploration, trade routes, and migration patterns across centuries. Early European explorers reached the continent by crossing the Atlantic. Today, major shipping routes still connect North American ports to the rest of the world. Even when a map focuses on land, the oceans are part of the story. Why Hawaii appears in a strange place? If you look carefully at the lower left corner of this map, you may notice something unusual. The note says that location of Hawaii has been shifted west. This is a common cartographic trick. Hawaii actually lies much farther southwest in the Pacific Ocean, but if the map showed its real position, the page would need to be much wider. So the islands are moved slightly for convenience. Maps sometimes bend geography just enough to keep things readable. Reading a map like this. This type of map is called a political map. Its main goal is to show national boundaries and relative position of countries. It does not show mountains, rivers, or cities in detail. Instead, it simplifies the continent to clear colored regions so viewers can quickly recognize the major countries. Think of it as broad overview, like the table of contents before the chapter begins. Closing, the shape of a continent. When you step back and look at this map, North America forms a recognizable shape. Canada stretches across the cold north, the United States occupies the middle, Mexico connects the continent to land further south. Around them lies oceans, islands, and smaller territories that remind us how interconnected geography really is. A simple map may only show colors and borders, but behind those shapes lies the full story of a continent. So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching if you've stayed till now. If you like the video, do like, share, and subscribe, and comment. And if you want a custom map developed for your business or personal needs, reach out to maps&locations.com. Thank you again, and I will be seeing you in the next video. So keep a lookout.